morning, guys. I'm a little excited about this project because I found some new products that I started to use that I'm pretty excited about. And I thought we would take this metal tin and turn it into what I'm about to show you, because when the trick-or-treaters come around, it would be nice if we have a little something to keep our candy in that is fitting of the Halloween season. So here's what I did with this. The first thing that I did was I cleaned this whole surface with 91% alcohol, and now I'm going to spray paint this with a base coat made especially for metal. So this is dry. You can see I used a white color on it. And I'm going to be using some new products that I found by Decoupage. This is something called Extreme Sheen. Now, while that's drying, I went over to the Graphics Fairy and I printed out this silhouette of a black cat. I believe that's how I looked it up, black cat silhouette. If you just put silhouette in the search, a bunch of different silhouettes will come up. Now, I'm going to trace this onto the back of this piece of glittery paper, and don't worry, we're not going to decoupage this piece. I'll show you what my idea is. So what I'm going to do is turn this over, and I'm going to trace this outline. Now I can see through this pretty well, and I'm just going to, by the way, this is a charcoal pencil. I'm going to trace the outline of this with the charcoal pencil. You see how intense that pencil is, right? And I'm exaggerating these hairs a little bit. Charcoal pencil's kind of messy. So I'll flip this over, tape it into place. And I'm going to take this spoon and go all around these edges. Actually, every place where I just put the pencil, the charcoal pencil. So there's our silhouette. And then I just want to cut this out. Now I'll use my smaller curved scissors, and I'll cut out the rest. So the little bit of a challenge might be this eye part. So let me just, by the way, this glittery paper is a lot easier to cut than I thought it would be. But what you can do is for this section here, we want to keep that part in but cut out the white parts. So just in the center I poked a little hole. You need really sharp scissors for this, and obviously these small ones. And you may want to do the eyes last. It's easier to do them last. You're not going to smear all of your lines. By the way, it was a lot easier to cut the whole eye out and then just keep this other centerpiece off to the side until you're ready to use it. I'm going to have to switch over to subtitles because we're getting our heater replaced and it's going to be very noisy now. People coming in and out, and I've got to get this video done. So what I'm going to do is make a shadow, 2 shadows of this. So I'm going to just cut out this side from the center over I'm going to cut 2 of these out, and I'll show you that and then tell you why I'm doing that. Okay, they're taking a break, so here's what I'm going to do now that this is dry, is take one of the silhouettes and decoupage it down to the surface. You can see this is too large, so I'm just going to cut off the bottom here. And I'm going to decoupage this piece down, and to make it a little easier, I'm going to put this piece, because this is scrapbook paper, and it's a little bit more firm and thick. So I'm going to just dip this in some water. I'm just going to blot it over here on a towel that I have. And I'm going to apply my decoupage glue right here. And I'm using my new favorite, which is the Americana Decoupage Glue Matte Sealer. I'll put a link for this down below. I'm going to place this right where I'm going to put that silhouette. Apply a little more over the surface. And just to keep it uniform, I'm going to cover this whole surface with 1 coat of decoupage glue and let it dry. This is dry, and I added a couple more coats of the decoupage glue over it. And now you're saying, that looks weird, what are you going to do with that? So we're taking that second silhouette, and we're going to take these dimensional dots, and we're going to move that silhouette over a little bit to the right so that it looks like we have a shadow. It's not much, but you just want to move it over a little bit. So if you move it over just enough, it looks a little like a shadow, or it will when we're done. And I'm going to put a couple of these dots, they have adhesive on both sides, around the back of the silhouette. For these little whisker spaces, I took my small decoupage scissors and just cut little strips like this, because we do want a little bit of support in there. Now we're going to take the full silhouette. I'm just going to take a marker and color some of this in so that you don't see any white. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to place this over the last silhouette a little bit more to the other side. And I'm going to put those pop dots on the back. And I think you can get these pop dots in black or white. In this case, I probably should have gotten them in black because I could see a little bit over here of the white. And I just took my marker and colored it in a little so that the white didn't stand out. Like right there, there's a little bit, so that you can't really see anything there. So I'll apply the pop dots here. Now that I have the dots on here, I'm going to apply this and move it over a little bit. And remember, we cut out the center piece for the eyes. Before I attach these and put them back in, I want to do one more little trick. I am going to take this product called Glow It by Decoupage and paint it here and here. And I also want to put a little around the outside. Now I'm going to let this dry because we have to add the cat eyes back in, but what I'm going to do is take these dots and cut thin slices to go on the back of this so that they stay up from the piece. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm also going to color the outside with the magic marker. And then we'll let this dry, which should dry really quickly, and we'll add the eyes back in, and I'll see if I can get a shot of this in the darkness. It's daytime right now, but I can probably find a nice dark spot in the house after this has absorbed some light, and we'll see how it looks. Okay guys, so I am all done, and you can see that this does dry with a little bit of the color. But I got to show you what happens when you turn the lights out, because that's the most impressive part. Look at that. The lights are out, and this is what my trick-or-treat basket's going to look like. So I can keep this in a sunny spot or a well-lit spot. And this is going to have the glowing eyes. I could have used a little bit more of the Glow It solution, but I'm still really happy with the way this came out. If you keep this outside and you just want to turn the lights off to give the kids a little bit of a chuckle, that's a nice way to do it, I'd say. And I will have the links below for all of these supplies, with the exception of these papers. You can get those in the craft store, or you can use different types of papers. I just got a huge kick out of the glitter so that this will look pretty in the sunlight, and at night when we turn the lights off. I think the glow only stays for about 10 minutes, but that's okay. It's still, I think it's really adorable and kind of fun. So that's our video for the week. Thank you so much for subscribing, my friends. Don't forget about those links down below, and I will be putting another video out very shortly. So if you've got any other requests for some projects that you haven't seen or you're curious about, let me know, and I'll see if I can get to those for you, okay? You can actually find me on Facebook, Upcycle with Decoupage. It's better to go to that page. You can leave me a public message or a private message. Let me know what you would like to see, and I'll see if I can accommodate you or help you out, okay? Thanks a lot, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this cute little video to keep your Halloween candy in. I think the kids will really like it, and I'll see you soon with another video. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.